Donald Trump held a rally in Ohio on Saturday night. It was ostensibly for JD Vance, who's the Republican Senate candidate there running against Tim Ryan. This was the most cultish Trump rally I have ever seen. A new staple at the Trump rallies is that when Donald Trump is doing his kind of final build to his Make America Great Again, Make America Safe Again, they now play, I don't even know, like an esoteric musical bed that almost seems fake. It almost seems like a parody. This is the one of the strangest moments I've ever seen at any political rally ever. Globally, experts on fascism and cults are poring over this video like the Zapruder film. Take a look at this.
We are a nation that allowed Russia to devastate a country, Ukraine, killing hundreds of thousands of people, and it will only get worse.
And what you can see there is the cult people holding up a single finger. Now, there's a bunch of interpretations of this. One is there's this QAnon thing, which is like, I forget exactly. It's like WWG1, WGA. And what the phrase means is where one of us goes, we will go together. And so the one that is being held could be the one from that QAnon thing. Another interpretation is they're doing the Heil Hitler, but with a single finger to make it less crazy looking. I don't think that that's what this is. It's insane, but this is a very serious cult.
It would never have happened with me as your commander-in-chief, and for 4 long years, it didn't happen. And China, with Taiwan, is next. We are a nation that has weaponized its law enforcement against the opposing political party like never, ever before. We've got a Federal Bureau of Investigation that won't allow bad election-changing facts to be presented to the public, where Hunter Biden's laptop...
Folks, this is the United States. This is a former president.
...was Russian disinformation when they knew it wasn't, and a Department of Justice that refuses to investigate egregious acts of voting irregularities and fraud. And we have a president who is cognitively impaired and in no condition to lead our country, which may end up in World War III.
Yeah, somehow I don't think so.
We're a nation that no longer has a free press and has no fair press any longer. Fake news is all you get, and they are truly the enemy of the people. We are a nation where free speech is no longer allowed, where crime is rampant like never before, where the economy has been collapsing, where more people died of COVID in 2021 than in 2020. We are a nation that is allowing Iran to build a massive nuclear weapon and China to use the trillions of dollars it has taken from...
All right, let's pause it here. Like nothing I have ever seen before. Truly and completely fascistic. These are sort of like dictatorial wet dreams. I mean, this would make Fidel Castro blush, quite frankly. Later on, a lot of other of the typical things also happened during this speech. Later on, Donald Trump seemed to forget where he was, like where he was giving the speech, and he referred to it as this location.
William McKinley, you know, he was a great president. He was the king of tariffs. That's why I like him, because he said that we don't want other foreign powers coming in here and stealing our wealth. He was hailed from right here. He came in from this location.
That's the best. He was such an important place he was from. It was from right this here where we are now. Donald Trump still completely scrambled on Ulysses S. Grant, continuing to, first of all, it's weird how much Trump refers to Ulysses S. Grant. And it's also weird that he keeps calling him Ulysses.
For their beloved country. Ohio is the state that gave us American heroes, icons, and legends with names like Neil Armstrong, Annie Oakley, and the great General and President Ulysses S. Grant.
There it is, Ulysses. Still, I mean, you would think someone would come up to him with tears in their eyes and say, "Sir, it's Ulysses." Donald Trump bemoaned the claims about a urine tape involving Trump, saying it was really tough to explain that one to Melania.
In the phony Steele dossier, it was all phony. How'd you like to be me and go home and explain that one to my wife? Darling, it wasn't true. I swear it wasn't. Remember that one with the hookers from Russia? Darling, I'd like to explain this to you. It was all phony. It was all a phony made up.
Yeah, it was all fake. And then lastly, it wasn't all fun and games. There was a moment where the crowd in Ohio was so bored that they were in complete silence. And at one point in this clip, if you're watching, you'll see the camera cut to the crowd. They almost look like statues.
And 100% would have never happened, should have never happened. But we gave now $80 billion, and Europe is given $6 billion. Now, Europe is a similar size when all added up to the United States, the economy of Europe, if you add it all up. And they're in for a lot less money than us. And you know, it's a sad thing because they're in for less, but they're affected a lot more than we are.
Yeah, just an electric environment there, an electric atmosphere. So a deranged rally in Ohio was supposedly in support of JD Vance. At one point during the thing, Trump actually made fun of JD Vance. It's all backwards. It was all completely... people's brains are turning to mayonnaise at these rallies, is what it seems like. And of course, the attendees weren't much better. Let's look at that next. Imagine this scenario. You try logging into your email account to see that your password was changed a few hours ago, except you didn't do it. And then you get notifications of activity from your bank and from your credit cards, but you didn't do any of it. That is what identity theft is like. It can happen very quickly. And if you don't act fast, it can get worse. We've dealt with this at the David Pakman Show. You can find videos about it. And that's why I protect myself now using Aura. Our sponsor, Aura, is identity theft protection, fraud monitoring, password management, and an antivirus, all in one easy-to-use app. Aura will monitor the dark web for your emails, passwords, and social security numbers, and will send you alerts quickly to your phone and email. Aura also gives you near real-time alerts on suspicious credit inquiries, like if someone was opening a loan or a credit card in your name. And if you sign up at aura.com/Pakman, you will get a free 2-week trial, which you can use to see if your login credentials have been leaked online. I would want to know that right away. Use the link below.